Depending on your taste, some people want to dig in deeper. They actually like the distance between the fretboard and the string. So that's what I'm saying. So, you know, I personally love low action. Yeah. I just like it to be as, what would I say? As relaxing as possible. I like it to be like butter. I think as a keys player, you know, I like to be able to press the button and it works. Yeah. But some people like the higher. I'm telling you, it's just like it's a taste thing. And ultimately, it's about what you feel and sound the best doing.
That's true. I think my perspective is I never taken one of my basses to get set up, which means I've just been kind of taking them however I get them.
Oh, then you should get it set up.
Yeah, like I don't want to be passive. You know what I'm saying? Like
so
I need to experience like the other end of the spectrum first, and then I'll make my decision.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the right angle for this stream to get us all. Can I get us all? That's nobody. Okay, let's see.
Usually good over.
Oh yeah, but I'm it's always an improvement, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I see one person and this part of your bass. Too close? No, that's great. What are you talking about? Yeah, you look.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right. And I'll just be the voice from the void. That'll be my role here. Oh, interesting. What? Ah, that's why. Cool. Oh yeah, we gonna jam out.
Okay.
Can you give us a few? La 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 la. Okay. No, more than that. We gotta. Yeah. Okay, I think we're cooking.
Wait, can we just check the balance over like the bass with the drums?
Sure.
Or you just want to go into it?
I was gonna say.
I mean, yeah, we can just see what happens. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you know, I subscribe.
Put this on for extra.
Oh shit.
You know. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's see. Ooh. Nice, I recorded it.
grateful. You've got to be grateful. Grateful,
Cool. All right, everyone clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Come on. All right. Cool. Nice little warm up. Okay, so first things first. Let's just talk about it. What did we feel? What did we feel like worked? What glued together? What did we feel like could use some improvement?
I really liked the vocals. Like, they were very nice. I think, like, maybe I'm biased because I feel like that's, like, what I would hear in music, like, I listen to, you know, like, no. I mean, no, like, legitimately, like, music that I enjoy, like, I like, you know, more soulful stuff, sometimes, you know, a little into the R&B space, whatever, you know, you perceive that as. But, like, yeah, really nice.
Thank you.
And, like, there are words, too, and I feel like something we've, like, talked a lot about in sessions when it comes to vocals is, like, you know, anchoring on, like, one idea. I think as, like, an instrumentalist, this is just, like, I'm just connecting the shit now, but I think part of the reason, like, when I'm not paying as much to the vocals is because sometimes there's too much going on, and so I can't keep track of the idea or what's going on. But, like, you know, you're saying, like, I'm joyful, I'm grateful, and, like, maybe, like, the first, second time I didn't hear it, but then I started to, like, hear, and I hope that's what you're saying, or else I sound, like, super dumb, but, like, yeah, so, like, yeah, I appreciated that, like, just anchoring on that one idea and, like, really executing it well. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any thoughts from you?
I mean, last time we were talking in the singing workshop, I was telling you that I struggle a lot with lyrics, so I don't know, I stick to the grateful.
Yes.
Maybe I felt like I was being repetitive. Was I? I don't know.
No.
Is that okay? Like, I overthink it sometimes.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what? I think, so here the theme presents itself.
Yeah.
I think anchoring, I think, is the word of the day, one of the words of the day. And repetitive is an interesting thing because for some reason, I don't know what it is about people or about society, but we get afraid of being repetitive. I would say, yeah, you were repeating, but it was great. I actually think that is the formation, again, talking about like patterns and like how our brains perceive sound and music. That's the difference between a noodle session and a song. The repetition, the chorus, you know, I would equate that to a chorus. I would equate that to this idea that we're repeating, which gives everything else the anchor it needs to like experiment and come back to. So I think it was great. And personally, I think spiritually there's a lot of power. There's something that happens differently when, no matter what you're saying. I think it was beautiful that you were saying gratefulness. That's something that I think we can all use more of, right? But by saying that, the more you say it, it builds energy behind it. And that's true of a musical phrase. So we're like, I don't know how far to go down. I can go down this rabbit hole, but like I think humans, in our humanness, we're always like, well, what else can I do? What else can I do? What else can I do? It's like, you can sit the fuck still. And by sitting in a thing, you cultivate, there's power that gets cultivated behind it. So like, yeah, you were repeating yourself, and every time you said it, it gained meaning and gained intention. And sometimes, you know, you say something once and no one heard it. But if you say it again and again and again,
Yeah.
you know? So, and like, don't just, like, that's such a hack. Such a really big music hack is like saying, all right, like you found your power phrase. You know, you found your either your lick, your melody, or a lyric, or all three, that gives you like anchoring and allows an idea to blossom, right? Like it's like a seed is another way I would think of it, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I used to say it as a weakness, like it was like, oh, I cannot come up with more words, so I'm just doing that one word. But then
yeah, and listen,
it makes sense.
As you do it more, you'll be able to be more verbose, more wordy if you want to, the more you practice improvisation. But, you know, one perfect example to me is like one of my favorite bands of all time is Parliament Funkadelic. Do you have any experience with them? Have you heard of them?
No.
Oh, well, here we go. How about you? How much? Yeah, some P-Funk? You've probably heard some P-Funk in your life. Some good examples are Atomic Dog. That's one of their big songs, Atomic Dog, or Flashlight. Whatever.
I do know.
Yeah. Huge funk band. And I mean, just hugely influential. But one thing I realized about how they approach lyrics is that, in a way, it's more like chants. You know, they pick one or two phrases like flashlight, and then that's their theme. Neon light. Everybody's got a little light under the sun. That's the whole. The whole song. It's like a 10-minute song. That's the only core lyric as far as I can think of. And then other than that, it's like la da da dee da 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 da. Like they have other like melodies and stuff that they spread out through the tune. But everything else is them like variations on that theme is the idea. So don't feel pressure. Like if you, it helps to have real world examples. Like I think P-Funk's an example. Also like Sade comes to mind. Like Sade is an example of an artist who doesn't have like a bazillion words in their songs. They'll have like a chorus or like a few phrases that they repeat a lot, and that's part of what makes it beautiful. You know. So don't feel pressure, but when you have more to say it.
Yes.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll leave it by saying one last thing, which is sometimes I think of music as adorning or dressing the truth. Like when you say, I mean, I love you is a powerful phrase, but when you sing it, you know what I'm saying? Or you have, you know, I mean, whatever. I love you, right? This is, I mean, you know, you can say, I love you, right? Versus, I love you, very different. Versus, I love you. Whole nother universe, right? Like, oh, and now I kind of feel like even though we're especially bad at like holding attention, like we're like our attention spans have like evaporated, but I think we've always been kind of bad at it. So like humans have developed technology, like music is a technology that allows us to like remember and hold on to things that are important. You know what I'm saying? So I was giving this example at one of the vocal workshops. I was talking about, maybe you were there, that was the week you were there. I think we were talking about it maybe.
Last weekend.
Yeah, I think so. But regardless, I was just talking about how like, you know, before you could have a meme or a reel to communicate a short idea, the only way to like get stuff circulating was like rhymes. You know, so people would come up with like, whatever, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. That was a way of communicating herbal medicine in a form that people could hold on to, an easy thing that people could hold on to. And we have things like this all around, like lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll. Like, yeah, these little poetic or rhythmic or rhyming phrases that helps us hold on to things that we need to remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's just to say, repetition is beautiful. Repetition is powerful. Life is all about repetition. You get up every day. And do it again. Just a little different. Anyway, okay, so yeah, I think we should explore on this concept of anchoring. How do we honestly, I feel like, and I'm noticing this with your playing, which is like, I think we talk about this a lot actually. It's like, well, when when do we hold on to it and when do we let go of it?
Yeah.
And that's the nuance of music. Like, when do we ground versus when do we, like, explore and get crazy kooky?
Yeah.
You know? So, all right, here's what I think we should do. I actually like the idea of us picking, like, a drone. We'll just, like, find a drone. And I want us to try, with our instruments and our voices, to first just sit in that note. Almost consider that like a tuning. So we, you know, aside from like, oh, we're talking about, oh yeah, it anchors it for everybody else. No, we gotta anchor it for ourselves. Right? Like, it's useful to be like, let me tune myself to the note, to the room. Right? You're saying, like, I don't know what the right volume is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every single time, even every single time you're in this room, you've been in the same room, but you're gonna have to adjust every single time. So so that's like a useful habit to get into, like anchoring yourself, not being in a rush. Which, by the way, I really liked. Like, for a while, I was like, oh, I don't know, are we just gonna kind of like riff and run? But like, I feel like you were like centering yourself a little bit, and then you came out with an idea, which I thought was great. So let's kind of explore that idea. So we're gonna start. I'm actually gonna use my looper to like just a little bit give us this kind of meditative drone, and then I want us to see if on our instruments like explore sitting in that anchor and then moving away from it. And I'll give you an example. What we'll do is I'll set the drone, then I'm gonna play a little bit just to kind of give you a concept of what I'm talking about. Okay. And then we can take turns and kind of like take leadership in exploring this idea. Make sense? Mm-hmm. It'll make more sense when we do it. Yeah. It'll make the most sense. Or no sense. We'll see. We'll see.
Are we supposed to be singing and or playing while you, like, the drone while you play?
Not yet. You can just
chill.
Yeah, you're in the drone now.
Yeah, nice.
It's just so quiet. Oh, that's right. I'm not plugged in. That's why. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. I meant to do that. But here's what we can do.
Wow.
I'm gonna try to make it a little. Let's see. I'm gonna get a sound that I think is a little rounder. That's pretty good. Not quite. Hold on. Wait, okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm experimenting.
What are all the knobs?
Here's what we're gonna do. So many possibilities here.
Is this new?
I've had it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't used it in the
jam?
Okay, this is a nice calming one. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Can you elaborate?
Well, I mean, it's what we were talking about at the beginning, the idea of like feeling resonance with what's happening in the music. And I guess like tying into the idea of having that anchor point, that's what makes us feel secure when we're listening to music. And if we don't return to it, things feel tense and we're looking for things to resolve. So I feel like that's why things felt nice.
Yes. Anything else? Did you feel
I
anything?
think secure is the word. Like having that note, that one note as a reference, makes it easier. Like even if I don't know what I'm doing, and like in one moment, I can always go back to that point.
Right. And so this is the hack here, because this is always present, but the style of music can obscure this truth. So there's always this anchor point. I often refer to it as tonal gravity. Like that's the gravitational force. That note, in this case C and G, the root and the fifth, that's the anchoring gravitational force at this moment. That's the tonality, that's the tonic, all of these terminologies really are referencing that. That's where we feel security, feel safety. It's often referenced as home base. It feels like, this safety, this sanctuary. And then we can venture as far as we but like we can go crazy and doing all this other stuff, but ultimately that's what puts us back in place. And I find a lot of times when I hear players, well, I think there are a lot of reasons for this, but a lot of times when I think players sound lost is because they're not going home. You know what I mean? You're out in the wilderness for so long and everyone's like, I can't follow, like, we're lost, you're probably lost, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing, to just go into it a little bit is, again, if you know this is your anchor, if you can hear it and feel it, then you can, obviously you can go through here, but you can also, and I can be noodling on some weird stuff, but it all contextually is like, oh, okay. You may have been going out, you may be talking about some weird esoteric topics musically, but no matter whether you're doing something more conventional, or something that's a little, it's still, and so you're playing with this conversation. I actually have been thinking about it this way. I think I'm going to drop another video on this. Lost and found. Like allowing yourself to get a little lost, but you have a breadcrumbs, you have a trail to get back to where you need to. And so a lot of times when I hear musicians who I'm like, what? It's because they lost track of their breadcrumbs, or they're not referencing their breadcrumbs. Because the point I'm trying to make is, and if you can hear it, it's right here. This is our home base. But no matter what okay, maybe I'll go out. Okay, or if I'm like a lot of musicians, the difference between what I just did, or you tell me, the difference between that and me going, what was the difference there?
You didn't go home.
I didn't go home until the very end.
And I don't know, home was still like, you were gone for so long.
Right, exactly. and I think what ends up happening is, this is just my kind of take on it, but I think we hear a lot of musicians who are so used to, the home is so secure that they don't even reference back to it when they're playing. So it's so deep that they're doing all these things around it, and in their mind they hear the home, and that's powerful. You can play that way, and it can work really well. But then if you're a person who's listening to someone like that, and then you just think if you're noodling all over the universe, and you don't have a sense of home base, then you get lost.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily lost, but you are. And the important thing is that you find grounding.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's the conversation we're really having. It's like you can get really specific about, oh, that's a a sus chord, or okay, that's all linear chord, or that's all, and we will, and we can. But more importantly, it's kind of just a binary of this conversation: tension and release, lost and found. You know what I'm saying? You're and our brains respond on that thing. So like in a way, like anything, if you go, what the hell was that first thing? I don't know. I don't know what that, but what all I'm doing is I'm saying that's the tension. I know how to create tension in this moment, dissonance, and then I'm bringing it back to home base. I'm bringing it back to, we're relaxed again. We feel safe again. We feel secure. Does that make sense? Okay, I think I've nailed as much as I can nail. Any questions about this idea?
Okay, I do have a question though. I mean, and I think like I know the answer partially, but like, we're a group of people, and like home exists. We could all be away from home at one time. One person could be away. The other people are there. I mean, like, I think I've asked this question before too, but like, communicating when one person wants to leave home, and like, making sure for the listener, it's not, it doesn't feel unstable. When we were playing, for example, I was a bass player. I'm assuming my job is to be stable for like, some part of the time at least. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a crazy take. But crazy. I feel like it's not a crazy take. But anyways, yeah. So, but then like, when it's time to like stretch out, how do I do that? Like, how do I communicate?
Do you mean how or when?
I think I'm less concerned about like it's gonna happen then, there, or whatever, but I'm more interested in like the communication aspect, because that's where I feel like I struggle when I'm playing with people, is trying to understand. And we've talked about like passing the ball, and we've talked about like listening for when people are playing things like more stable and shit like that. I mean, is that the answer to my question? Like, have I answered my own question, or like
maybe not? You know what? I'm gonna give you all a good example. And again, this is where the power of confidence, it's like you don't have to be necessarily a technical person or a confident person, but if you exhibit confidence and exhibit technicality, it's a tool to kind of force attention. Okay. So the difference between you going versus like that, I was like, like it makes us feel like I should pay attention to this. I don't know what's about to happen, but I should pay attention to it. So that's like a trick. Yeah. And I think your bass teacher is a perfect example of this, because I feel like the ways that it plays is a person who like he's gonna do something that makes you take notice. Yeah. Like he's gonna do some fill or some harmonization, and you're like, what was that? Yeah. So it kind of didn't matter if no one was listening, because he made them listen.
Interesting. Okay.
So and I personally navigate this space because I get annoyed when I have to like bully people. Yeah. Yeah. Like I really like space, and I like when it feels so good when we are all paying attention to each other and like knowing like, okay, now it's my turn and I'm gonna leave space. Yeah. But we're in New York City, and I mean honestly, in New York there's a lot of people who are just gonna I'm just gonna show off, and that's how I get my attention. I think something gets left in that if you only do it that way. Yeah. In a more dominating, it's very patriarchal, I guess. it's very dominance ritual of us. But there is power in that.
Because that introduces like a different feeling. I guess like when you can, I mean, maybe people don't know, but like if musicians are forcing for control, like if they're fighting each other for control versus like kind of sharing like what's happening, then you know that introduces its own like sense of, oh, this feels unsettled, but like I don't know why. That's
and that's actually I'll tell you this much, and this is not shitting on anybody. Like I know a lot of great players who their playing style, it's very similar to being an introvert versus an extrovert. Like some people are just more naturally that way, and that's great. Yeah, you know what I mean. But what happens to introverts usually in those circumstances? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the same kind of conversation. And what I think is, you know, that oftentimes the difference between amateurs and professionals, one of the big differences, is they know how to. They don't have anything to prove. Yeah. So they could railroad. They could run all over you. Yeah. But they don't. And I think I gave this example before, but I'm just gonna briefly say, like when I saw Herbie Hancock, right? Yeah. Because it's just the penultimate example. Because everybody, you know Herbie Hancock. Do you listen to Herbie Hancock or familiar with the name? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you know, jazz pianist, incredible composer, player, everyone respects, master, right? But you know, when he plays with younger musicians, he has nothing to prove, so he'll let them play. Yeah. He's played every note already. You know what I'm saying? So if someone like him could do that, then what the hell is our excuse? Ultimately, is how I say it. It's like if on a lot of the greatest recordings, especially. All right, I'm trying not to ramble. I want to get back to playing. Yeah. But I will say this: when you listen to especially older recordings, back when there was a recording industry and you had session players, a lot of those guys I think were way more restrained, because if you were just noodling all over everything, you weren't going to get the job. Not long. And so you had more restraint in the band, and that didn't mean they didn't show off, but they picked their spots. They had like one fill or two fills in the song that were really impressive. They weren't even, maybe a drummer was like, this is the fill I will use for the song, like a melodic part. They didn't even go off of the, you know what I mean? They'll have like one or two things that they choose, like a composer. And that's a different mentality than people who are gigging at bars a lot. And they're like, I got to show off so I get my next $50 gig. Anyway. So I can make these $50. Let me show you everything I got right now. But okay, let's see if we can develop an exercise that furthers this idea of anchoring in a less meditative context, right? So what we just did was we chose that tone and we played over, right? But that same thing can apply and does apply when there are more chords. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about the key. Okay. Right? So if a song, let's see, let me come up. We'll stay in C. We can stay in C. So give me a second. I'm gonna come up with a progression. I like those chords. Let's see. Okay. So I picked 3 chords. And we don't have to mystify this. It's E flat, play, A flat, and C major, all major. Okay, so what I want us to do, we're even just gonna kind of make a song, I think. We'll make a track. And I want us to use the note C as our anchoring point. Okay? Now, the point is we can go off and do other things, but let's try and land on C. Okay. Let's see if we can hold on to the harmonic underpinning, the grounding, the gravity, right? Okay. That always sets things back in order. Alright, very nice. I thought that was beautiful. Alright, so tell me what came up for you guys. What did you feel? What worked? What didn't? What were you struggling with? What did you feel locked in? All of that.
I didn't know I was gonna I was I was caught off guard and I forgot everything we were talking about.
That's beautiful.
So I was like, oh yeah, let me try, and I was like, oh, but and then I was like, oh shit, so then I just tried to go back to something closer to what I was playing originally. I felt like that helped a little bit. Still a little frantic, a little not locked in with the beat, and then I was just trying to find the target notes and stuff. But that is the one thing I did remember, which kind of did, at least help navigate, even though I was a little pedantic.
The target notes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Any thoughts, feelings?
That was cool.
It's nice, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. So here's what I said. I think that was good. I think. So again, excuse me. The meaning of this exercise, one, is to all right. Whenever we're approaching any piece of music, do we feel secure in knowing where our grounding is, right? And what I tend to do. For myself and others, because again, I'm a little bit more. Some people are a little more up in the clouds all the time. I like to be a little less abstract. I guess you could say that. But the reason I say that is because I'm doing a lot of this, a lot of. So I'm securing us there all the time, right? So I mean, even if I go. I'm reminding all of us, hey, we're here. This is where we're safe. This is where we're secure. And then no matter how individual, right? I can do all sorts of other stuff. Almost. I guess the point I'm actually trying to make to you is that you can do kind of anything if your grounding is clear.
Yeah.
So those explorations, the lostness, I'm sort of actually juxtaposing that lost feeling with that found feeling. So you can alternate call and response, which is when we're going if you can have these target notes, but you can also say, okay, well, I'm gonna give a safety somehow, right? Right, and I can go all over the place. Right? I can do a lot onwards to infinity. Literally, the point I'm trying to make if I'm not nailing it is I'm really trying to say that literally if I'm okay. I hit every single note on the entire chromatic scale. And and you can make it all work. There's not a note that doesn't work if you contextualize it, or as I like to say, proving my case. Right? I have confidence, and there's an underpinning that makes the things work, which we can get into more detail about. But all I'm trying to say is, like, number one, having that anchoring. Now, that being said, I think, which might be enough, one more thing, and then I think maybe we'll probably leave it in that range so your brains don't melt. But there are other anchoring notes. The root is, or the tonic, the key, that's your go-to. But then there are other notes that are anchoring notes. So in this case, what do you think would be a really easy anchoring? What's another note that might be an anchoring note?
E flat.
E flat.
E flat. Or
A flat.
A flat. So that's the thing. And as a bass player specifically. But I love this because I feel like a lot of times, like, singers are used to flying over the music.
Yeah.
But if you listen to a song and you can sing the bass line, that allows you to be more flexible in terms of everything else, because you can fly, and now you're back on the tree.
Yeah.
Even if you're not on the ground, you're on the tree. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I might even say that because you were doing a lot of, like, you were landing a lot on the third.
Yeah.
Instead of on the C, you were landing here a lot of the time, which feels great. And I'll call that on the tree. It's connected to the ground. Right? Like, if that makes sense. Like, you can do something more abstract, but you were like, and that was beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But knowing where your anchor points are so that you can explore more deeply. And not being afraid to go back there. So, because what I think happens with you specifically, I think you do a lot of, like, you're like, I'm in explore mode.
Yeah.
Or I'm in
we talked about
home
this.
mode.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's because you said, well, how do I? Or no. You said, no, I think you did. You said, how do I do it? I'm saying, when do you do it?
Yeah.
So here's where this is the key thing to me. Every note works for a specific amount of time.
Yeah.
Right? So any note can feel or sound good if it's short enough. You know what I mean? Like, if you okay, yeah, but if I go, okay, those are both valid musical decisions, but it's a very different feeling. Versus that's a much stronger, it's a spicier dish. You see what I'm saying? So what I would recommend to you is getting a little bit more used to cycling between lost and found, lost and found, lost and found. Don't stay outside for so long.
Yeah.
And that will help you and anyone who's listening, like, receive your message. So, you know, you can fly and be totally crazy, but then make sure you
land. Yeah.
You land. See what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess the one other, okay, so yeah, so that's the thing. And now one other thing I guess I'll just say is this is where, honestly, and I might even write a little bit more in the group chat when I think about it a little more, but I would say that there's like a core set of tools that keep you sounding grounded, but allow you to explore. So we've been talking about, like, these target notes. Everyone talks about scales, but it's specific scales. Not just any scale, but specific scales. Major scales and all that stuff, that's, yes, practice that to death. It's the bread and butter of what you're doing. But pentatonic scales are the notes that often sound the most consonant or warm within any piece of music within the context we're talking about, like Western music. So what I'm saying is that and this is where I'll kind of leave it, and I think this is good homework for everybody. Make sure that you're practicing the difference between, okay, so this is the major scale, right? Which is, how many notes are in a major scale? 7. Yes. 7. And now how many notes are in a pentatonic scale? 5. Are you both familiar with the pentatonic scale?
Yeah.
Okay, do you feel like you could sing it or play it if I told you to do so?
Maybe play it, yeah.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe?
No.
Okay.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
Major versus minor pentatonic. Do we have to discuss?
I think we will have to discuss. Yes.
Okay.
But let's right now we're talking about the major pentatonic.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm just trying to inform you of is, again, we're kind of coming back to where we started from, which is like, what are the resonant tones from a physics standpoint, from a natural standpoint, what feels good in the body. So, you have these 7 notes, but they're not all created equal. They are and they aren't, That's a whole nother conversation.
The black keys in the way.
Yeah, right. but certain notes within that are a little bit more, I guess, volatile or unstable. It's not a no, it's just they're more unstable. So, meaning this note, and we're playing in C, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. But B, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it has a tendency to be a little bit more unpredictable when you're playing songs. So actually, based on the piece of music we were playing, this is a perfect example, right? So if I'm playing, all right, that's the key. But if I play, that's B. That last one works, but the other two kind of don't. So that's a note that's outside of the pentatonic. That's the point I'm trying to make. Are y'all following me so far?
Yes.
Okay. And then another one would be F. Now F might actually work a little more actually works pretty nicely in this context, but just understand that if you learn your pentatonics, those are more of a safe haven for the in bass and guitar, it's like kind of the common, the box is what they also call it.
Yeah.
Because if you could, do the same thing. Well, honestly, you could play the same, right? Yeah. All those notes just sound very sweet and natural. So the point I'm just trying to make is, take some time with that. Learn. I would actually recommend to you, I recommend to all of us, but I would say one way to think about it is more like it's its own song. Learn the pentatonic song. Go online, look at major pentatonic, and then start just get tonality between all these things. Yeah. I try to get not too nerdy. That's not true. But not to overwhelm, but that's one tool, these target notes, and then just really working on your pentatonics and feeling comfortable. Even if you can't hear it all the time, being able to use that shape as your foundation to solo is really helpful. So knowing E flat major pentatonic, oops, well that's cool. But same thing with A flat. I'm adding some other notes, but the foundation is there.
We're just running
pentatonics.
Yeah.
As your grounding point. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Are you on the way out, or are you just moving?
My phone.
Oh, you're looking for your phone. Yes, it's that time. I bet. What time is it actually? Can you look on?
It's
we'll take a
8:50.
Okay, cool. Maybe we'll just do one more improvisation. Try and see if we can integrate kind of what we've been talking about. But yes, exactly what I'm talking about. What you're doing is using that as an anchoring point, and maybe even more importantly, it's super important to have things in your toolkit that don't make you have to think too hard.
Yeah.
Because if every single time you're playing a piece of music, you have to deconstruct and analyze the music, that makes it really challenging.
Yeah.
But if you're whatever. Because I have that anchoring C note, that works. And then even when I'm exploring out, and then if I add pentatonics to the mix, By the way, you can also land on that C. That can be your commonality.
Yeah.
Right? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it starts to sound a little more gospel, you know.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. All right, this is the last thing I think I'm gonna say. I always have to say I think because I'm never sure where I'm gonna go.
Okay.
But that's coming full circle to this whole concept. The secret thing is that, as I said, that note, the key is always there, whether you're hearing it or not. Jazz is a little bit more of an expansive idea because a lot of to me, the foundation of what makes jazz different is a lot of times it's a lot of jumping between keys, which makes it kind of hard to play over for that reason. You don't always have that one note.
Yeah.
It may only be 2 or 3 notes. Like Giant Step is based off of three tonalities as opposed to one. But that's kind of one of the foundational things about what makes jazz is like moving between these different. It's like 3 planets. So your gravity moves between the planets. These different planets. Anyway, but the point I'm trying to make is that I'll just give like a couple quick examples of what I'm talking about how in gospel music is a perfect example because a lot of the time by knowing what your anchor is, that's what that is that. When people are, whatever. So what you're really doing is actually 1, 5, 1. But what you're doing is 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. But because this is there, it makes all the other notes make sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
that targeting is taking place, that grounding us in that meditation. The same way we did this thing, that's still happening when they're doing this. That's my belief.
Like is that the sauce to just any walking bass line, just targeting? Is that all?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In short, I don't want to.
Yeah. No, I know.
There's some bass player out there who's shaking their fist at the screen or whatever.
Are they on?
But I would say huge. Having a clear sense of just these couple notes that make it all work is what makes the rest of it work. And the same thing, when you're doing all these crazy, horse riffs or whatever.
Horse riffs. Okay.
But yeah, when you're doing all that crazy stuff, I've heard this from vocalists, I use it myself, but you're focused on that last note. You can fall from a lot of different, or rise up from a lot of different things, but as long as it lands on that last note, then that makes it work, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, all I'm trying to point out is that whether you're talking about, where you're doing. Why that works is that, and then more modern players might go. You know what I mean? You can get wild and crazy because you have often that 1 or that 5 to ground you in the music. And a lot of styles are based on that. It's like, how much can we bend the music, do things that are a little bit more adventurous? Stevie Wonder's compositions, I find, really based on that. Great examples of this, Stevie Wonder really knows how to use a pentatonic melody, but then do crazy things in the harmony so it doesn't sound like a nursery rhyme. It sounds like the most amazing thing you ever heard. But it's this combination of something that's very grounded, which is the pentatonic and the root, the gravitational pull, and then all this other advanced stuff. Just saying. So anyway, if that makes sense to you, I would just say that's a common theme where you're talking about, if you're just think about this specifically when you're trying to play R&B, if you're trying to play gospel, definitely blues works on this. All this pentatonic and gravitational 1. Yeah. The 1, baby. Funk. The funk. Okay, cool. Any questions before we kind of close out with another freestyle thingy?
I just say first, second, third, fifth.
First, second, third, fifth.
I haven't studied music theory in a long time.
No, it's cool. It's cool. And sometimes I know everyone has like.
I was like, I know, but is it?
Yeah, no, you're right. And a lot of people that like try not to think of it too much. I'm more about less about music theory and more about music practice, about music application. Like, you know what I mean? Because people get like, they have like school trauma. Like, I just don't want to activate anyone's school trauma or whatever. But yes, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That's the major pentatonic. And like honestly, if you're like, I'm so grateful, like you can just start like playing with that and manipulating that. That's a great exercise. You know, and there's some minor pentatonic too. You know, maybe explore that. Major pentatonic, minor pentatonic. You know.
Is it just the same notes in the minor pentatonic, or is
it is the same notes, but without, well, we're probably gonna have to loop back. No, I'm sorry, but you know, like if the root is C, the notes would be. But if it was minor. Yeah, makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like relative. It is actually it's relative. Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, let's try to use this concept. Yeah, we're using this concept of anchoring. I do feel like I'd say this is a pretty reserved bunch right here. Some people I have to like pull them back in, like, hold on, come back. Y'all feel pretty grounded, which I think, you know, I think we're sounding great. But I want to challenge you guys to be a little bit more avant-garde in this case. So again, cycling between lost and found. I want you to sing some notes where I want you to like throw your voice. Like literally, this is I think the big homework. So we're talking about all these technical things, but literally like allow yourself to get lost. Allow yourself to be like, ah! And wherever, whatever. Ah! Like, can you lose yourself and then, ah! Can you find yourself again? See, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, you know what it's like when Beyonce, it's like, have you ever seen those clips of Beyonce where there's a wardrobe malfunction or something and then she falls and she'll make a really bad fall, but then she's back up. Like almost like she meant to do it. Have you ever seen that?
Did that happen during the Renaissance tour or my butt like?
I mean, it happened. She's only had a few falls because she's Mr. Miss perfectionism or whatever. But if you look online, you'll see clips, and what makes her an incredible performer is that when those falls happen, she doesn't sit there and cry. She doesn't. It's okay if you want to cry. Just like let me be clear. But like while she might be crying, but she's like. She can find her way back to the one. Yeah. Find her way back to the anchor, to the grounding. Yeah. Right? What are the steps? I'm back in there. So that, to me, is one of the hardest things in music, and you have to practice that. Yeah. Allowing yourself, this is what practicing at home is for, so you're not embarrassed, you're not worried about what anyone thinks, but allow yourself to really, like, do the most random, possibly terrible sounding things, but don't. It's important not to limit yourself. Is my point. Let yourself try things out, and maybe 9 out of 10 of those things you're like, I never want to do that again. But then there's one that you're like, oh, that was a cool idea, and now you have access to something new in your toolkit. Make sense? Yeah. Okay, so this I want us to get a little bit more. Let's get a little weirder. That's the idea. Let's get a little weird. Okay. I have no idea what that's going to look like. But, you know, we're going to do it. And maybe for the sake of it, I think we'll pick a key and we'll only pick one chord. But that means now y'all got to get wonky. See what I'm saying? It won't be a bunch of chords. It's just one chord. But then I want us to, and then go out and come back. All right.
You love that knob.
It's the best knob ever.
That is facts.
Alright, let's pick a key that we haven't done. Let's go, what's my favorite key? E flat Oh yeah, turn it back. Oh, I can. No, you're good. Loved it. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we allowed ourselves to fly out there. Okay. Any closing thoughts? Anything that you felt while doing this more moment?
It was very fun. I think the cool thing about it is it's kind of like freeing. You know, people are always concerned with playing the right thing. Like, you know, when you feel comfortable playing like the wrong thing, but with, you know, security that you can get back to the right thing, then, you know, all that stress kind of makes its way out of the music.
Right.
And so, you know, because that's my problem is like, I always feel stressed when I'm playing, you know, and especially like when I'm playing and there's like a lot of people. Like the last workshop, there was like a lot of people here, and I was just like, well, it's a lot for me. And like that always, sorry, I have to call my lip, but like, yeah, like that always bugs me too, because I'm like, dang, I feel like if I wasn't even stressed, even if I wasn't doing anything crazy, it would sound more confident and it would make the vibes better, you know, which I feel is my job, you know. It's like, as the bass player, I want to be like the tone setter, not just like musically, but like in terms of like. And
let me give you, you know, and again, like for the amount of time you've been playing, you sound fantastic. I want you to know that, and just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep working, keep striving. You're sounding good. I'll say what's so funny is that, you know, and I'll try to say this quick before your car comes, is that it's like the most antithetical, like I'm playing wrong.
Yeah.
Like we forget that the word is play.
Yeah.
Right? Like imagine a kid at the jungle gym being like, oh, I'm stressed out. You know what I'm saying? The way I'm on these monkey bars, like I'm not performing to my maximum monkey. It's like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I encourage that everybody make sure that they are playing as an equal amount as they're practicing. And the play is a practice. So just like allowing yourself to be free, you actually have access to more than 12 notes. You have the space between C and C sharp. You have like infinite notes that you could be manipulating, and just allow yourself to really take that time to like be loose, relax, try things out, and then you can get back to being a little bit more like microscopic and, you know, all right, I gotta, you know, a little regimented or whatever, but just make sure you're doing both.
Yeah.
You know? And I think we did a lot of cool stuff. Next time, I want us to explore maybe a little bit more deeply how and when we learn, when do we come home?
Yeah.
Because there are times that are better than other times.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? You know?
Not letting too much time pass.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, factually.
Me too.
Thank you. That was fun. Yeah, I do like the smaller groups too.
Yeah, I've been figuring out. I mean, even with the larger groups, my intention is to make sure that we have enough like of actual playing and not too much talking. I want us to like make sure we try the things out.
I'm a yapper. I mean, like
You don't have to tell me.
Hey, okay, alright. But
I'm saying I'm a yapper too. Not that.
I like that.
I wasn't
like
coming
that.
for your head or whatever.
Like I feed into the yapping. You accept it. Like.
Yeah, just trying to find the balance. But yo, thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
You know what the vibe is. Oh, I'll just say peace to you too. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please sub, more music education. Have a great night, morning, wherever you are. Until the next one.